I call us a species with amnesia because I think we've lost our memory of an entire episode of human history just being wiped completely from our memory. And until we recover our memory of that lost episode of human civilization, we will not be complete ourselves.
Minutes ago, scientists exposed a hidden civilization inside a hollow mountain that no one knew existed. Lost civilizations are deeply entwined with our history, like the Indus Valley civilization that railway workers stumbled upon in 1923, revealing hidden layers of our past. In Beckley, ancient stone circles aligned with true north point to our ancestors' deep understanding of the stars. Could even darker, more urgent secrets be waiting in a forgotten civilization inside a mountain? Let us uncover the chilling truths hidden in these mysterious remnants of history, the secrets of Lycia. Lost civilizations often seem to emerge from the pages of a storybook, but they hold very real roots in human history. The discovery of the Indus Valley civilization near Moenjodaro in 1923 serves as a prime example. Railway workers digging through the earth uncovered remnants of a society previously unknown, unveiling the profound mystery that our past holds many secrets yet to be revealed. The script of the Indus Valley remains undeciphered, a silent testament to the complexities of human history that are still beyond our grasp. As experts study these ancient symbols, a shocking theory emerges. Perhaps these are not just words, but a secret code used in forgotten rituals, potentially changing our understanding of early civilizations. In southwestern Turkey, the Lycian civilization grabs attention with its beautiful tombs, carved from stone, and its complex social structures. It's like we're trying to put together the pieces of a missing puzzle from our past. The big question is, how did this ancient culture create such amazing architecture, cutting intricate structures into steep cliffs? As we explore ruins in places like Xanthos, Latun, and Myra, we see not only their building skills, but also the deep myths that inspired them to go beyond mere survival. The 18th century explorers like Charles Texier and Richard Pook were among the first to document Lycia's mysterious ruins, sparking curiosity that led to more detailed explorations. Think about it. If you wanted your message to survive thousands of years, would you write it on paper or carve it in stone? Charles Fellows, an English archaeologist, understood this well. His journey in 1838 was crucial in bringing Lycia's secrets to light. Fellows conducted thorough explorations, mapping the area and documenting everything from detailed carvings and tombs to old fortresses. His careful work introduced Lycia to the academic world and set the stage for future archaeological digs. But this wasn't the most challenging part. Archaeology often holds the power to decide what counts as evidence, which can be limiting. Thanks to Fellows' efforts, the wonders of Lycia gained much-needed recognition, highlighting a civilization that built remarkable structures in harmony with its difficult landscape. For example, Xanthos, a flourishing capital, showcases funeral monuments that reveal a lot about Lycian traditions and artistic talents. And there's more to Xanthos. The Nereid monument, a tomb from around 400 BC, beautifully combines Lycian and Hellenistic styles. The site also has ruins of an acropolis, Byzantine churches, and unique pillar tombs, all providing a vivid window into the past. But this isn't where the story ends. Other places like Latun and Myra add to our understanding of Lycia's past, especially regarding burial practices and innovative architecture. These sites, uncovered or studied extensively by Fellows, give us invaluable insights into a complex and rich ancient society. This stands in stark contrast to Egypt's Valley of the Kings, where tombs were created with the afterlife in mind, showing a very different cultural approach to death and remembrance. Fellows' discoveries didn't just bring Lycian sites into the spotlight, they also attracted significant support and funding. This led to many artifacts being transported to the British Museum, sparking debates about cultural heritage and whether these pieces should be returned to their original homes. Fellows' work also suggested links between Lycian and early Greek writing, hinting at broader cultural exchanges. Let's explore the unique world of Lycia, carved into the cliffs of the Eastern Mediterranean, a cultural crossroads. These findings have helped fill in some of the gaps in our knowledge about the history of the Eastern Mediterranean. Despite influences from the Greeks and Persians, Lycia managed to develop its own unique cultural and political identity. The architectural legacy left behind offers a captivating glimpse into how they balanced local traditions with outside influences. Carved carefully from the limestone cliffs of Lycia, these tombs often look like small shrines or imitate traditional wooden houses from the area. They feature detailed decorations like columns, carvings, and roof designs, combining both Greek and Persian styles, but still reflecting the unique Lycian culture. This mix shows that Lycians were open to outside influences, but stayed true to their own identity. For example, some tombs are designed to look like houses with fake wooden beams and sloping roofs, just like real Lycian homes. On a larger scale, some of these tombs resemble Greek temples, complete with columns and decorative carvings, demonstrating the cultural exchange between the Lycians and Greeks. A notable example is the tomb of Amintas, located in what is now Fethi, dating back to the 4th century BCE. This tomb stands out with its temple-like front, supported by 2 Ionic columns and a grand triangular roof. Inside, the details are finely carved into the stone, and an inscription in Lycian writing above the entrance tells us it is the final resting place of Amintas, son of Hermos. This gives us a glimpse into the personal and social life of ancient Lycia. Just like the rock-cut tombs of Lycia, the famous city of Petra in Jordan also has impressive structures carved into rock cliffs, mainly for tombs or sacred purposes. Petra is known for its large size and mixed architectural style, while the Lycian tombs, though smaller, are just as detailed. Unlike Petra's buildings, which are part of a city, Lycian tombs often stand alone on remote cliffs. Ongoing archaeological work in the region continues to uncover more about the ancient cities, sanctuaries, and homes of Lycia, helping us learn more about everyday life there. These efforts also focus on protecting these delicate stone monuments from damage caused by nature and people. But this isn't the end of the story. Research in Lycia is still changing our understanding of how Greek and Persian civilizations interacted through their unique art and political systems. It shows how Lycian culture was able to mix influences from both the East and West, while still maintaining its own distinct identity. Meanwhile, in the fascinating region of Cappadocia, Turkey, lies Derinkuyu, an ancient underground city that shows the creativity and strength of past civilizations. Its complex layout and many uses provide a window into a community that found refuge below the surface, creating a hidden world full of depth and complexity. Archaeologists are still trying to figure out the exact purpose and timing of these structures, all carved from stone. The story of Derinkuyu began around the 8th or 7th centuries BCE with the Phrygians, who were known for their building skills. It started as a small underground settlement, but grew over the centuries as different cultures added new levels and purposes to this architectural marvel. In the 2nd and 3rd centuries CE, early Christians expanded it further to escape Roman persecution, adding living spaces, worship areas, and community rooms. But this wasn't the most impressive part. Building Derinkuyu involved removing about 2.5 million cubic meters of volcanic rock called tuff. This rock is soft enough to carve but hardens when exposed to air, making it stable. The city was more than just a hideout. It served as a stronghold during invasions and conflicts in the strategically important Cappadocia region. Its extensive ventilation and water distribution systems highlight the advanced engineering skills of the ancient world. From the ancient cliffs of Lycia, we now dive underground to the hidden city of Derinkuyu, exploring Derinkuyu's hidden depths. Today, Derinkuyu remains a remarkable example of an organized society that managed to live comfortably in a confined and complex space. It was a fully functional underground city, complete with living areas, communal kitchens, and even spaces for livestock, all designed to allow people to move around easily despite being underground. Its ventilation system, essential for air quality, and its defensive features, like massive stone doors that could instantly seal the city, show a deep understanding of environmental control and community safety. The streets were made narrow on purpose, a smart way to slow down big groups of attackers. This gave the people defending the city a big advantage, because they could better control the movement within the city. Some of the entrances and exits were cleverly hidden, connecting to the surface through long tunnels that stretched for miles. This careful planning was all about keeping the city safe. These hidden pathways were crucial for sneaking in and out without being noticed, perfect for gathering information or escaping during a siege. Even though a lot of Derinkuyu has been explored, Parts of the city remain hidden, keeping everyone's curiosity alive about what still lies undiscovered deep below. While much of it has been revealed, there's still a vast area that hasn't been touched. Safety concerns and the risk of collapses have kept people from going into these parts, sparking many ideas and theories about how big this underground complex really is. Some wonder if there are still levels or secret rooms filled with ancient artifacts waiting to tell their stories. But that's not the most intriguing part. The legend of Derinkuyu, along with its neighboring cities in Cappadocia, is filled with tales that mix historical facts with myths. Some stories talk about a vast network of tunnels that connected these underground cities, helping with trade, communication, and providing escape routes during invasions. For example, Derinkuyu and Kailasa are linked by a tunnel that stretches 5 miles underground. While parts of this tunnel system are confirmed, the full extent of it is still a mystery, raising even more questions about the architectural skills of these ancient builders. But there are even more outlandish theories. Some believe Derinkuyu might have been a shelter for extraterrestrial visitors or a remnant of a lost, highly advanced civilization. Although these ideas go beyond what we know from archaeology, they show just how fascinated we are with the mysteries of Derinkuyu. Still, Derinkuyu stands as a remarkable example of human resilience, creativity, and the complex history of Anatolia. Imagine being in the 1st to 3rd centuries AD when early Christians, fleeing persecution from the Roman Empire, found safety underground. Derinkuyu became their secret sanctuary, where they could practice their faith freely, away from the watchful eyes of Roman authorities. Inside this underground refuge, they built chapels and churches, decorating them with paintings of biblical scenes and Christian symbols. These spaces were more than just places to hide. They were places to preserve their spiritual and cultural identities. But this wasn't just about one city. Derinkuyu was part of a larger network of underground cities across Cappadocia, all connected by tunnels. These tunnels were not just escape routes. They were part of a sophisticated system for trade and communication, showing an impressive level of social organization and urban planning. But this isn't where the story ends. The world rediscovered Derinkuyu in 1963 when a local man found a strange room behind a wall in his home, revealing the entrance to this ancient city. This discovery grabbed the attention of historians, archaeologists, and people worldwide, leading to its exploration and opening to tourists. Now, Derinkuyu is more than just an archaeological site. It's a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors from around the globe who want to explore its ancient passageways, chapels, and marvel at its incredible engineering. After exploring underground mysteries, we surface to uncover the hidden Ajanta caves, humanity's hidden fortress. Derinkuyu's importance has been recognized worldwide, especially when it, along with other sites in the Cappadocia region, became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This special status shows its value to all of humanity, preserving its history and architecture for future generations. But there's more to it than just its past. Derinkuyu stands as a symbol of what people can achieve when faced with severe challenges, creating incredibly complex and beautiful sanctuaries. Beyond its historical and architectural importance, Derinkuyu teaches us about ancient building techniques, community living, and survival strategies. It continues to inspire, reminding us of human ingenuity and the strength of communities that have faced adversity throughout history. In the early 1800s, while British officials were expanding their territories in India, they often took trips for fun and to explore new places. During one such journey into the thick wild forests of Maharashtra, they stumbled upon something remarkable: the hidden entrances to the Ajanta caves. This discovery happened quite by accident in 1819, revealing a site that had been buried under dense greenery for many, many years. The caves were in a surprisingly good shape, almost as if they had been locked away from the world, protected by time itself. Captain John Smith, the leader of this exploring group, was the one who found them, purely by chance. But this wasn't just about finding some old caves. It was about uncovering a piece of India's deep and rich history, a civilization that had thrived long before Europeans ever set foot on its land. But that wasn't the end of the story. This accidental discovery sparked a wave of interest in the Ajanta caves. More explorers, historians, and scholars began to study the site in detail. By the year 1861, the Archaeological Survey of India took on the huge responsibility of digging, protecting, and preserving these ancient caves. They played a critical role in making sure the structure and history of the caves were kept intact, even as they faced the challenges brought on by time and increasing numbers of visitors. Yet that wasn't the toughest part. Researchers like James Burgess and later Ghulam Yazdani carefully documented the intricate sculptures, art styles, and architecture of the caves. Their hard work led to detailed reports and books that are still crucial for understanding India's culture today. Their documentation helped make sure that the Ajanta caves, including the striking Kailasa temple, continued to be valued not just as historical sites, but also as windows into India's rich past. The Kailasa temple, also known as Cave 16, stands out for its grand design and the incredible method used to build it. Instead of being built from the ground up, this temple was carved directly out of a massive rock. Imagine the effort, but this wasn't the toughest challenge they faced. Carving this temple required removing nearly 200,000 tons of rock, a monumental task that likely took many workers over several generations. The temple itself showcases not only incredible craftsmanship, but also deep religious devotion through its architecture. When you compare the Kailasa temple to other ancient wonders like Petra in Jordan, you notice some interesting differences. While Petra is famous for its beautiful facade, the Kailasa temple is a complete excavation of rock, with every level covered in rich carvings that tell stories from Hindu mythology, adding both religious and artistic value to the site. Yet the challenges didn't stop there. The architects had to carefully plan how to maintain the integrity of the structure while removing such a massive amount of rock. They needed to have a deep understanding of geology and engineering to ensure the temple's stability. They even included a smart drainage system to handle the heavy monsoon rains that could otherwise cause damage. From the depths of Ajanta, we move to the rock-cut wonders of the Ellora caves, India's ancient rock-cut marvel. But this wasn't their only concern. The positioning of the temple's openings and its overall alignment was done in such a way that natural light would enhance the spiritual and aesthetic experience for visitors. The layout also supports the flow of air and movement, which is essential during religious gatherings. There are many mysteries surrounding the construction of the Kailasa temple, and these have given rise to various theories. Some people have even suggested there might have been extraterrestrial influence or advanced ancient technologies involved, or that there are hidden chambers within the temple. These ideas are fascinating, but none have been proven through archaeology. But that's not the end of it. The importance of preserving this incredible site has been recognized all over the world, leading to its designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Efforts to protect and maintain the Ajanta caves, including the Kailasa temple, continue today, ensuring that this marvel of human achievement can inspire and educate future generations about the advanced ancient civilization that once flourished in India. Carved entirely from solid rock, these incredible temples and monasteries have puzzled historians and archaeologists for a long time. How did ancient people, without modern tools, manage to remove an amazing 200,000 tons of basalt rock? Were they just incredibly skilled at manual labor, or did they know some advanced techniques that we have forgotten over time? The discovery of the Ellora caves in the Aurangabad district of Maharashtra, India, has opened up a fascinating chapter about how these ancient sites came to be known around the world. These caves are stunning examples of rock-cut architecture, where entire structures were carved from a single piece of stone. They provide a unique glimpse into the cultural development of the time. Initially, the Ellora caves were busy spiritual centers for local communities. However, as different dynasties rose and fell and religions changed across India, their importance began to decline. For example, the spread of other spiritual centers and the gradual fading of Buddhism, which had inspired the early construction of these caves, made them less central to the area. As political troubles grew, fewer people visited the caves. Surprisingly, this period of being less popular actually helped to preserve them. With fewer visitors and less activity, the caves faced minimal damage, allowing their original artworks and structures to remain largely untouched. This lack of attention meant they did not go through the changes that often happen to active religious sites. Yet, even with their reduced prominence, the caves were never completely forgotten. Local stories and traditions kept the memory of these caves alive. These tales, which mixed real events with myths, added an air of mystery and helped maintain their significance in the local culture. But this wasn't the end of their story. The caves gained wider recognition when a British officer named John Smith rediscovered them during a hunting trip in 1819. While exploring the source of the Mulamutha River, he stumbled upon the caves by accident. This lucky discovery marked a new beginning, bringing the caves to the attention of the outside world. Smith's initial reports sparked interest among British colonial officials and scholars. Soon, sketches and descriptions of the caves were circulating in British academic circles, leading to more exploration and research. Do you think modern laws adequately protect such historical sites? If you enjoyed this exploration of the Ellora caves, please like, comment, and subscribe for more.